everyone. This is Marie Waite, and welcome to our Fire Up Connect studio. Today, we have a special guest who is a country music artist, Steven Cade. Steven is a very successful musician who received so many awards that's been on so many national TV shows. Steven also used to live in San Diego and now lives in Nashville. So, we're going to learn so much more about him today. And so, let's go ahead and welcome Steven Cade.
Hey Marie, how are you? Great. How are you doing?
I am good. I'm too excited today because since I've seen you, and I remember watching your concert here at the Coronado here in San Diego, and there were so many people, and I remember your wife was being there too.
Yes. Well, you know what? I'm honored to be here with you today. I'm thankful and I'm excited about what we're about to talk about. So, yeah, excited about it.
Yeah, there's so many things I want to ask you. First of all, where are you located now?
I'm located in Nashville, Tennessee now. We live here. We've been here over 2 years.
So how is it so far? I mean, coming from San Diego, right?
Yes. Right. It's you know what? We were just talking about this yesterday at my son's orthodontist appointment, and we were saying how it's the lifestyle is quite a bit different because everything is a little bit slower pace, especially when you get out of the city. We live a little bit out of the city, but people talk a little slower. They talk a little with an accent, and they have and they drive a little slower, and that's okay. I'm fine with that actually. So
it's actually nice. It's a good break from having a very busy city to where you can just relax and enjoy.
yeah, and we are trying to enjoy our kids as much as possible because we know that those days, they go quickly, but at the same time, we're enjoying every day of it. So yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So, Stephen, I wanted to just go back and start from the beginning. So, if you can tell me where you're from and, how did the music start for you?
Yeah, thank you for asking. Well, so I started in Houston, Texas. I was born and raised there, and I used to live about a mile or a couple miles from a place called Mickey Gilley's. And Mickey Gilley's was very popular in the 80s until it burnt down, unfortunately. That was kind of like the big story, and no one really knows why. But like that's where this movie called The Urban Cowboy was filmed with John Travolta. And it brought a lot of attention to even more so the country music scene at that time. And so I already started really enjoying a lot of country music, like Charlie Daniels and Mel Tillis and Randy Travis, a lot of the people that were some of the 80s and 90s country. I had so many influences back then, but I just always loved music overall. I was actually blessed by my parents to have a little red accordion when I was only 3 years old, and then a drum set. So I already had instruments growing up quite a bit. So
Wow, that's incredible. So from where you're at, and how did you get into the Hollywood? Because I was looking at your accomplishments. I mean, you've got a lot of awards. I mean, there was an award just in Grammy Awards. You were nominated
yeah,
for 2021, and you also received the Wine Country Music Awards. I mean,
yes.
this is incredible accomplishments from starting there. So what was the journey for you? What was the most memorable way of looking at your entire journey?
I've always tried to enjoy the journey the most I can, and I've always tried to say to myself, I get one shot at doing the best I can every day, and I wake up and I'm supercharged, and I pray before I get started, and I ask God to please direct my steps. But a lot of it is just believing, never giving up, and persevering and persisting through an industry that is full of motivated, highly creative, and very successful people as you know, the entertainment industry is a very, it's a tough industry to be successful in. So you have to really have sort of like veins of steel and and iron skin to get through it. And I've been, yes, I have had a considerations for Grammys, multiple. There's been about five songs now that have been considered for best country song, best country solo performance, best country album. Last time I lost out to people like Eric Church, but I figured, well, you know, he's got a lot of success, a lot of fame, and a lot of talent. Um, and so, and it's not that, it's not for me, it's not all about the awards necessarily. It's more about what I can do with my music. And that's really where I'm at right now with my music. I'm really trying to better humanity, send a positive message, and utilize my gifts and talents to really help the next one in line more so.
Well, I was also watching your music videos, and one thing that I was really moved was this song that you did with your wife, Kelly. And
Yes.
Kelly is she's a fashion model, am I right? I mean, that's what
Yes.
she does. And then
Yeah.
your story with your wife was just so inspiring. I mean, how did you meet Kelly? I mean, how did it all start for you and Kelly?
And you know what, you've hit it right on the spot. Kelly is my anchor. She's you know, I give her all the credit for for everything I am today. We've been married 13 years, and I'll talk more about that hopefully in a bit. But we met while she was going to San Diego State University, and I was playing in the bar with a band basically. And it just love happened. It was a moment that, you know, it was like two great compounds of the periodic table coming together to form an amazing, you know, amazing material. So it was great.
Wow, that is awesome. So with this music video that you did with your wife, I mean, you're so talented in writing, but at the same time, I can see a lot of your your feelings, and there's a lot more about the love story and how you feel about the whole thing. And so, how do you? I mean, what can you tell people, or what can you share people in terms of your writing and the experience that you have within your family?
Well, my faith is in Jesus Christ, and I have a lot of I spend as much time as I can in the Word of God. And if you spend any time in the Bible, you'll notice that the themes throughout the Bible, a lot of them point to the bride and the groom. And so God wanted us to be in unity with each other. He didn't want us to be alone. He wanted us to share life with somebody and protect and honor them with enough, with, you know, with a lot of just love and caring. And so I really honor my family. I'm so blessed to have them. I know a lot of people who never had kids. I know people that don't have are not married, or maybe they got divorced, unfortunately. Um, and so I cherish it, and I think it's just it's a mindset, and it's the way you approach anything in life. If you love your car, if you love your house, or the way you play golf, or whatever it is, you're going to respect it, and you're going to cherish it and honor it. I just happen to point all of my energy and thought and time into trying to honor my family first and foremost, other than God, of course. So I would say, honestly, take examples from Jesus, because he was the ultimate in sacrifice. That's how I'm able to do it, quite honestly, Maria. Otherwise, I would fall apart like an old
Yeah, oh
jalopy
my
over here.
gosh. And so there's a lot of foundation within your faith and how you treasure your family when you write your songs. And I think that is so amazing to me, because a lot of people, when they write, I mean, they truly had to tap into their hearts in regards to the writing. And with yours, I was so moved by the feelings that I got from it, because you can tell how much you really love your wife. And we all aspire to be loved so much. With your songs, we can feel it, and it's so incredible. And I love that you are able to share that with your audience, and with
Thank you.
people that are, I mean, your fans actually. And I'm so grateful to be able to, to be able to see how you share everything to people, in regards to how you feel about your family. Anyway,
Yeah.
I wanted to, also mention that you have been featured in so many TV shows.
Yeah.
Um, uh, Nashville, I think, what's going on in Nashville now? Because I know from San Diego, you were always on TV shows here in San Diego. So what's going on in Nashville that you're gifting them with your talent?
Well, lately, I've done things like Today in Nashville, and that was really great. I've met some amazing people there, and there's also Kelly, and I and the kids have been doing commercials. Actually, we've been doing, like, I just did a commercial for Mitsubishi. We did
Wow.
a commercial for Tractor Supply. We've done commercials for First Tennessee Bank. We've done a lot of family, real fun, like, projects that kind of just really came out of nowhere, really, to be honest with you. And so those have been occupying some time here in Nashville. Mostly in Nashville has been a lot of streaming and online type of different, smaller local, up and coming artists that are on, like, their different, for instance, there's something called Undiscovered Nashville. I was on Undiscovered Nashville just recently. But there's just all kind of different platforms you can get on out here. And then there's also just being in the rounds. I've been in so many rounds here and met
Wow.
so many wonderful writers. It's really amazing.
Well, we really miss you here, Stephen,
Oh,
because, when you play your music here, I mean, definitely there's a lot of people always, wanting to hear your songs. And I'm sure Nashville is so happy to have you there. I wanted to
thank
ask you,
you.
what is your vision in terms of your career now? I mean, it seems like you've already reached a lot of things in life, but what do you still have that you wanted to accomplish in your music career?
Well, I think that more than anything, I feel like I've learned how to play the guitar pretty well. So I'm not going to stop trying to get better. I'm always going to try to one up myself when I sing. But it's more so about, the message that I want to portray from here on out as an artist. And I feel like, the times that we live in, I'm sure there were times in the past that people felt like, oh my goodness, the world's coming to an end, or there's wars and there's famine and there's destruction. But I think the difference between the time that we live in and maybe even biblical times is that we have technology that they didn't have back then. And so, we could be streaming like this, and you're in San Diego and I'm in Nashville and you're 3,000 miles away, and we could be on a Zoom call. And this is all technology that we are, I think we're starting to digest, and it's starting to maybe, it's really hyper, like, makes you hyper aware of everything that's going on in the world, maybe too much, if that makes sense. So,
Okay.
uh, and so my thought is, I want to push out a lot of sort of really good messages to families that are maybe struggling or going through a tough time, and want to hear music that is positive and uplifting. And that's really, I mean, honestly, every day I get up, I just say, Lord, what are you going to have me do today? And normally He puts something really interesting in front of my path. And so I just learned to trust God with everything I have, have faith, and really not try to say, well, gosh, I got to win 18 Grammys, or, have 17 buses, or, play the Super Bowl halftime, or, 50 billion streams on Spotify. I mean, those are great accomplishments, and those are amazing. And there's really a very small fraction, an infinitely small amount of people in the world that get to experience those type of things. But if you just point, I feel like if you just have your head in the right place, your heart in the right place, you're going to do more than you've ever thought or imagined, really.
I see. Now, is there any upcoming events for you right now?
Well, yeah. Tomorrow night I'm playing in a place called Cool Springs, and then I'm going to be heading out to Texas to play for a Valentine's Day event. I'm going to be probably launching a tour through Arkansas and into Texas relatively soon. And I'm also going to be releasing a brand new single that I'm excited about. Really
Wow,
excited about this.
tell us, what is it?
Oh my gosh! So this single is far. I will say that out of all the songs I've written and performed, this is hands down probably the most special to me at this point, because it's a song about my daughter, and she would come up to me and she would say, "Hey, Daddy, can you come play Barbies with me? Can you come outside and ride bikes with me? Can you come play, Monopoly with me?" And I would just be really busy a lot of the times trying to work and keep my career going, and so I'd say, "I can't right now." She'd go, "Well, can you later?" And I said, "Yes." So she goes, "Do you pinky promise?" And I said, "Yes, I pinky promise." And she goes, "Well, you can't break a pinky promise." So there's this back and forth exchange going on between me and my 9-year-old daughter or 8-year-old daughter at the time. And for men out there who have daughters, this song is it crushes you. It crushes your heart, because I've sang it out, and I see grown men crying, and then their wife cries because they're crying, and it's just this like amazing moment. And so it's a song that I'm going to release on February the 17th called Pinky Promise. And it was produced here in Nashville by Ilya Tashinsky. And he's just an amazing producer here. But I've got that release date set because that is actually our wedding date. February the 17th is the day that we got married. And I
Wow,
thought,
that's so beautiful.
yeah. So I thought, how fitting would it be to release a song that is going to be used at weddings indefinitely on my wedding date,
Oh
so
my
that
gosh.
I would remember that always like that. So I'm very excited about it. No one has heard it recorded yet, but I've played it out in a couple of rounds and here and there. So it's not even really been released yet. So I'm excited.
Well, let me ask you a favor. I mean, is there a way that you can play a little bit right now? Because I can't wait to hear you play. And that is
Well,
all
yeah.
with you.
Well, that's what. Yeah, that I'd be happy to play that song actually. And I just happen to have a guitar in my lap. I don't know how
I
it
wait for it.
What do you know?
Let me do this. I'm gonna put you on a. There you go.
All right,
All
I'm gonna
right.
get this. I'll play a verse and a chorus for you so that you can get the gist of it. And here we go. Seems just like yesterday when I was holding your little sweet hand. Wasn't gonna miss the chance to take you to our first daddy-daughter dance. I've shown up late, I've missed some dates. Along the way, I've made mistakes. I even made your little heart break, but you love me anyway. I'm just learning as I go. It's hard to admit when I don't know when it's right, when it's wrong. Maybe it's taken me a little too long, but I'm here to tell you now, I never ever want to let you down. I'll keep my word, cross my heart, and when you wish upon a star, I'll always be the dad you can trust when you need someone who's honest and keep every pinky promise.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Steven.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very, very excited.
I really feel that you should be always on television and just, inspiring people. I can't wait to see that happen for you.
Oh, thank you. I'm thankful that you take the time and obviously interview a lot of business people. I know you have a lot of network, and I'm just thankful to be here with you today, Marie.
Well,
Honestly.
you pretty much blessed us. I mean, I definitely once people see this video, you're gonna make their day so beautiful and inspiring. And I'm so thankful for this. Stephen, I'm hoping that we can also bring you back in, but I am very, very appreciative of your time. And maybe next time, I can interview you on a national TV
Yeah,
show because that is really what I would like to see
absolutely.
happen. And so incredible. Send my regards to your family, especially Kelly. I remember her being on our fashion show so many times, and
Yes.
she's such a beautiful person, and your entire family is amazing, and I'm sure a lot of people from San Diego miss you so much. We
Listen.
were a part of our life here in San Diego, and really given us so many things to look forward to in life. Your love stories are incredible. I swear, I wish I could find someone like that for myself.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what? You keep hope alive. I'm sure that yeah, God has somebody for everyone. I believe. I really believe that.
Yes.
So
And
yeah.
thank you for the love that you have for God. I mean, I truly, truly love that too about you. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to let you go. And again, thank you so much for your time. And to all of you out there, definitely make sure you go and get his music. Where can they go to get the music, by the way, Stephen?
Thank you for asking that. So right now I have a TikTok account, Steven Cade. So go
Okay.
check me out on TikTok. And I also have my website, stevencade.com. That's Steven with the V, Cade with the C, just like behind me here.
Okay.
And I have a store there where you can pick up my music. I also have links where you can find me to all of my socials like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And I would just love to stay in touch with anybody who's been able to watch this video. Really, honestly, thank you.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Stephen. Okay. Well, I'm going to say goodbye, everyone. Make sure that you tune into our YouTube account and watch all the interviews. And again, Stephen Cade is an amazing singer. Definitely get his music, and you guys have an amazing, amazing day today. All right.